everybody. This is Becky Legero here with Wuckert Jr. And we are at the Unbounded Capital Summit. And I feel like this is our annual interview, Kurt, in person. It's very exciting.
Yep.
But Kurt gave a fabulous keynote speech today, also talked to us about Gorilla Pool. So first of all, let us go over some of the topics you covered in your keynote. I know that we were talking about, maybe actually you didn't even mention this in your keynote, but here at the conference, we've been talking about growing the Bitcoin ecosystem and ways to do that. I know that's a very large topic, but if you can condense that, Kurt, into just a couple sentences on where you think we really need to focus in order to really make this thing take off.
Actually, a few people have said chicken and egg. I think 2 or 3 people have said this on stage, and I think for years now, we have this issue of, well, we need a really scalable blockchain and we need a lot of customers. But if you bring in a lot of customers and you can't scale yet, and then they leave, and then, so we've had these challenges for a few years now. But part of my presentation was talking about, Teranode is out in 2024. We're talking huge benchmark numbers. So it's time to bring in those customers on a timeline where, hey guys, over the next 6, 9, and 12 months, we need your business, and we are ready to go regardless of scale. And that was the little nugget that I inserted into my history of Bitcoin presentation. But that's what I'm trying to convey to people is, hey, it's time to tell your customers who maybe you've been warming up for 2 or 3 years, hey, no, we really can't scale, but and now it's time. It's really time to get those MVPs produced and get these going. So I think. We have the egg or the chicken, I guess, but it's time to go.
No, it totally is. And one of the things I've also noticed here is we have quite a few gaming companies. I know Unbounded has quite a few in their portfolio, and we talk about it a lot in CoinGeek world. Tell me why this area seems to be booming, and what new projects are out there that you think are really exciting?
Sure. People will say Bitcoin's for plumbing, or they'll say it's all for play. And I think it's a both and. But just looking at the presentations here, it's a lot of people with token protocols and different things, but you're right. There's been a couple of really killer gaming applications. I think Haste is probably on stage as we're speaking here and talking about the really cool stuff. And the fact of the matter is gaming is not a small industry. In fact, it's bigger than the NFL or the NBA or Major League Baseball or really the biggest Hollywood movies. You look at the entire gross of everything that came out of Hollywood in the year, and it's less than is coming out of the video gaming world. And so this is not small fries. Gaming is big business. And I think it's really key to have something in your portfolio that is related to gaming, either directly or indirectly, because people aren't going to be gaming less over the next forever.
There are people love their gaming, that's for sure. Right, Kurt. Okay, so how important is an open protocol when it comes to growing the BSV ecosystem?
It's crucial. You can play in anybody's silo, and that's anything. That's any business model, any industry, any segment. You can go pick a silo to play in, and we know the companies who do this well. If we're going to be truly disruptive, it needs to be about the democratization of data, giving people the opportunity to take delivery of the things they own digitally. Those are the things that are really disruptive. So I think without it, we don't have a differentiator. That is one of the major pillars of BSV's differentiation.
Okay, well, this is very important then, very important. Okay, Kurt, another thing we've talked about, I know you talked about this in your presentation, you were about the negative opinions that come around the blockchain world, the crypto world. We've had a lot of drama happening. Yeah. And I know I loved your phrase that you used. You said, when the music stops, we're going to have a few men standing. Tell me what you meant by that and just elaborate on that point a little bit for us.
Yeah, somebody asked me, like, hey, what's taking so long? And I said, it's narrative. And it's not just narrative in the blockchain space. It's narrative across the whole economy. A lot of people are very unsure what's real. Is the dollar even real at this point? And those are completely valid concerns. And that's the really scary thing is there's not another thing in the world where you can just say, you know what, that's definitely going to be here in 5 years. And so the only thing that you can do to establish that is have staying power, build provenance, show up to work every day. When people see you consistently show up, do your job, deliver something great. If the world keeps getting crazier and crazier, the people that are real good at staying calm in a storm are going to be the people that other people reach out to and say, hey, okay, you don't seem as scared as everybody else. We should be working together. And I think that's exactly it. while everybody else has been having a great time and making easy money in a lot of places, BSV people have been working really, really hard on infrastructure, research and development, and keeping our heads down and truly doing that hard work. And so if the world needs a blockchain, at this point, we're the only one that can actually do what any of them say they can do. And that's crucial.
Yeah, and I think the world's going to get crazier. And you were saying that FTX is not the only one. Yeah, it's just the tip of the iceberg. Oh, Kurt, I'm not going to let you get away here without talking about Gorilla Pool a little bit. Give us your quick pitch here, why people should be getting involved with Gorilla Pool now.
Well, it's one of the only ways to get involved in BSV infrastructure at all. So aside from building your own mining operation yourself, we give the regular person the ability to jump in and start to mine, which is a simple way to contribute to the infrastructure and security of the network. And it's easy, and it's actually very helpful. Every single person that puts a little bit of money into ASIC mining makes the network objectively better in some small way. Whatever you contribute is valuable. But the reason it's great is, we're trying to build the stuff that allows all these application builders to move forward. I showed up and said, hey, we've had a lot of really cool apps today, but they're all my customer. Every single one of them is doing business with me because we provide the network that all this happens on. And so that's a crucial thing that I want to be ignored in like 5 years. But for now, it's a fun place to involve yourself. There's still very much an opportunity to make money in the mining business. But we need to transition. I think I said specifically, I want us to be thought of as like the Comcast or Verizon or Vodafone of the space, where it's like, okay, I just have to do business with them. But now it's still fun. There's still that opportunity to kind of get involved and have that huge upside by being involved in infrastructure. So I'm just excited about it. I'm excited about the business, and I'm excited to get to work with regular people in infrastructure still.
Yeah, and why BSV and not BTC? I know people are going to say, why not BTC? How come they should think about BSV?
I mean, mining BSV is that's the real opportunity. The opportunity to do something different, to have that major upside. I still think BSV is very undervalued. A lot of people say it doesn't matter what the price is, and generally I agree. It doesn't matter what the price is, but I still think it's very undervalued. And so, BTC has to go to $90,000 right now in order to have a 300% move. BSV has to go to $90. Yeah. And so, you're right. And so if you're mining BSV and that's what you're waiting for to get just a return on your investment, if that's your just pure speculative play, like that's a huge opportunity. But secondarily, we're talking about Teranode in 1 year or less. And if we're mining terabyte-sized blocks, we're talking tons and tons of coins per block to distribute. And that opportunity, you want to kind of get it smoothed out now, and then you get to reap those rewards. If the block size goes up by 10,000% in the next 12 months, you can be a partner in that system and get what's coming. Like, be there early. It's not, it's dangerous to be too early. We're not at the too early anymore. We're at the cusp now. So it's time.
It's time. Do it. Kurt, thank you so much. I'll be seeing you in London, I think, in January.
Yes.
So enjoy your time in New York, and I'll see you on my side of the pond in a little bit.
Beautiful. Thank you, Becky.
Thank you guys for watching. It's Becky Leggero for CoinGeek.com.
Bitcoin mining, Bitcoin wallet, blockchain, stablecoins, MetaNet, the evolution of money. Everybody is talking about Bitcoin today, but what exactly is it? Learn the basics from experts. Learn what Bitcoin is, how it works, and why it matters. Blockchain 101. your ultimate guide to the fundamentals of blockchain.